To what this video is about, it is about unboxing a very special item, and I really am excited.
Welcome to Northworthy Sagas and Stories. Please watch our videos and feel free to leave a comment. Please subscribe and also click on the notification bell. Thank you for watching.
So here I am, behind my Viking table, sitting in my Viking and Anglo-Saxon studio. I have for some reason, a broken shaft of a Dane axe which broke on camera. If you've not seen that video, that's well worth checking out. But here, to my right, is the parcel to celebrate us getting 5,000 subscribers. And this is a number of videos I'm doing for the 5,000 subscriber milestone, and it is an amazing milestone to get. I mean, if Edgar was here right now, he will be amazed. He will be completely amazed that we got to 5,000 subscribers. But there's one important thing that we need to talk about whilst I'm on camera. Is that only 18% of our audience, of you guys that watch our videos, are currently subscribed. So please make sure that you are subscribed to YouTube, and it is free to subscribe to YouTube. It doesn't cost anything. It just takes a couple of minutes to create an account. You need a Google account, which again takes a couple of minutes and is free. And there's lots of advantages to having a Google account and having a YouTube account, because you can subscribe to the channels you like and remember you watch. You can like videos and interact with the people you watch on YouTube. And of course you can interact with me by leaving a comment and a like on the video. And we do lots of things on this channel. You know, in the community posts we post polls and funny photographs where I ask you to caption things, which I hope you've been enjoying these last few months. I intend to carry that on. How are you liking that idea of putting captions or a funny comment to a photograph? Because I do have a lot of photographs. There's tons of photographs out there on the internet if you're prepared to do a Creative Commons search. So going back to what this video is about, it is about unboxing a very special item, and I really am excited. I got this in the post yesterday, so I couldn't sleep last night thinking about unboxing this wonderful item, and I hope that the quality of this video is good enough for you to see what I'm unboxing. And I've got an authentic blade. This is a kind of a everyday tool. It's not a broken back axe in the traditional form, because it's there to cut bread and to chop up meat and vegetables, but it's very sharp. And because a lot of my axes aren't mega sharp, I've just got more of a craft knife, which I do use around the house for a bit of wood carving and doing various other things. And I hope you see that, and at some point I will compare this to a axe. But of course I couldn't really get very far with this axe in the unboxing video because it's blunt. So let's get on to the item itself. Now, early on in the video I showed you the parcel and I asked you to guess what it is. Have you guessed what the item is yet? Have you got your thoughts about what it is I possibly could have in this parcel? Now I will let you know one thing and a bit of a clue. It is only one item. It is not a bunch of sea axes. It is not a load of langs axes. I got some of them in the post a few months ago, and you can check out that video if so desired. And they came from a seller on Etsy, and that's a Carolingian langs axe, and it's a Carolingian and a Merovingian langs axe. And you may be asking yourself, well, Bragi, what is a langs axe? Because I'm new to the channel and I don't know. Well, lang sea axe is a long knife. Lang in Saxon is long, and seax, of course, is the word for knife from the Saxons, or from Anglo-Saxon. So here is the item. One of the things you must always never do on camera is show your address off, because if I do that, I'm going to have all you guys turning up at my door and saying, hello Bragi, I found your address on a video, I want to meet you and have a nice horn of mead with you. You know, oh, have you got enough mead for this? No, I don't. And if we did, we'll get very, very drunk. So now has come to the time where we're going to unbox this video. And don't forget, later on in the video, after this stage, I will film some B-roll of me with the item, having a go, that's not too much of a clue, because there's not many things you can have a go on when it comes to Anglo-Saxons and Vikings, and this is very specifically Anglo-Saxon and comes from the Sutton Hoo burial. Now, I have talked about this on the live stream a few times about what it is, so I'm carefully going to unbox this because it's in a wooden box. I don't want to damage the box, so always be careful when you're unboxing an item on camera, because what you don't want to do is either cut yourself, either be careful with knives because they are very dangerous, and this knife here is extremely sharp. If you look at that, it's going through that like butter. And I've had to pay a custom fee. So originally, let's talk about the price of the item. The item itself, because I got it upgraded, because I wanted to have a certain thing attached to it, it cost me £480 with the box. I could have had it without the box. The box was probably about £80, but I decided no, if you're going to get one of these, you definitely want a box to keep it in, because let's face it, if you're spending money on a helmet, you want it to come in a nice box. So if you've got a nice helmet, you're spending £1,000, you spend another £100 and get a decent box made for it, which is authentic. And I'm not sure whether this box is going to be authentic or not, we'll find out. But it is something I can make in the future. I just wanted something to store it in, where I know that it's not going to get damaged, and I'm being careful not to cut either, you know, my sleeve or my Viking Saxon coat, and not to demonstrate and show off my address. And then I had a custom fee, which I thought was going to be a lot higher than what actually it was. It was a custom fee of around about £80, which I knew was coming. It's all because we left the EU. If I ordered this 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I wouldn't have paid that custom fee. But it is what it is, and I'm so glad I've got it now, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to get in here. And I've got lots of plans in the future around this item. But of course, like anything, it'll take a bit of practice. And again, I don't want to give away too much of what it is. Now, traditionally in these videos, when you unbox things, you always get the item, you just chuck it away like that. You know, your bit of packaging, that's paid additional. About how many times I used to watch unboxing videos and the person would just get the bit of wrapping and just throw it willy-nilly. So, again, I'm being careful. This is going to be quite a long video as well, so it's always good to have long videos. And I do intend to make more of these long videos, and I put one out every day if I can. So, I don't want it to drop off the table as well, so I'm being careful there. And I do hope that I've got audio on this video. If not, I'm going to have to repack it and restart again, and that'll be terrible. Although, being a reseller in the past, and I used to sell things on Etsy and I used to sell things on eBay, it wouldn't be a massive chore, but it would be a massive inconvenience if I don't have any sound. So always check your camera equipment before you film, which I did. Got one more cup down here, one there, being careful. There you go. I don't need this in my life, so that can go. And then punch this up into a ball and avoid the camera. In this case, well, I'll get quite close to the camera. So I need the knife again. In fact, I'm going to swap knives now and use this authentic one, because it kind of feels right. And we'll have a go at using this, make sure I get the right edge. You see, it's razor sharp. I mean, look at that. I'll swap knives again because I want to get behind the bubble wrap. I think bubble wrap an amazing invention. I don't know who invented bubble wrap. Does anybody know? Has anybody ever made a video about bubble wrap on YouTube? I don't know. But now I'm very curious. Curious even. Can't say that word today. It's been a long day. So just bear with me. Maybe a bit noisy as I get this up. Of course, we get in there. Oh, I'm excited. Right, I think we can start unfolding the item itself. I'm very curious to see what kind of a wooden box it will be. whether it's lined with any material or just a plain wooden box. And I think you guys would also be quite fascinating to see this item. And of course, if you are a Viking trader, if you make things, if you make axes, if you make sea axes or swords, I would like to get one reviewed on the channel, then feel free to send them to me. You can message me directly on Discord and I'll give you my address, and you can post me your free items and I'll give you a very positive review. And I do guarantee one thing, is that you will get orders from people. And let's face it, there's not enough good traders out there, and we are a channel that is going to continue to grow and get very big in the future. So you'll be doing yourself a favour, and me of course. And I've all looked to buy other things in the future as well when I've got spare money, but because you know we're in this cost of living crisis, I just don't have the money like I used to. So to me it looks like it's in a more of a modern box, which I don't mind. So I could always think about making an authentic one. Because at the end of the day, when you're spending this amount of money on something, you definitely want to have it in a box, which is secure. And I must say that's a nice decent box as well. It's got metal corner pieces, so that's already a sign of quality. And it's got a connector which looks well made and put on. So, and I think we've got a handle as well, so that's great. So you can carry it if you've got to go somewhere with it on your travels. Who knows, I could come to your longhouse or Great Mead Hall and bring it with me, entertain you for hours. And I think what I'm planning to do with this in the future is going to be very, very exciting, so just bear with me as I get rid of this bubble wrap. I must say it's got some weight to it. Then I'm going to remove this knife. I must say I've got to say thank you to the guy in Poland that made this, and I do hope you find this video to be to your satisfaction when it comes to unboxing. And as I drop the day axe, I will send a link in the old description and make sure there's only 2 connectors, and you will see for the first time of what it is I have brought. For it is indeed a copy of the Sutton Hoo Lyre. So let me just turn this around so I can grab it out of the box. And I must say this is very exciting to see this. And I like this, it's got foam in the inside so it keeps it nice and safe. I like that. I've just got to be careful here because it comes with nylon strings. You can have gut strings which are made from the guts of animals, but most people these days, when a lyre or a harper to the Anglo-Saxons, have nylon strings, and there you go. It is an exact copy of the lyre from Sutton Hoo. Because it probably needs tuning first of all before I can play it, and then in a minute I will stand in front of the camera and we'll talk about it for a few minutes, and then I will film some B-roll of me attempting to play this for the first time. And it's the 6 string rather than the 7 string, which is fine. If we don't fundamentally know how many strings these had, some of them are said to have 6 strings whilst others are said to have 7 strings. I must say that's rather nice. And you can play it down here, or you can play it up top. And I think that's rather nice, I must say. So, let me get closer to the camera and we can have a closer look at this item. I've got to tidy the mess up first though. Oh, God blimey, all this blooming bubble wrap. Of course, I don't like throwing things away, so I will reuse this, and that will be burnt on my fire, most probably as well. So I do like to reuse things. So here we are, with the copy of the Sutton Hoo Lyre. I must say it's rather nice. Now here you can see at the top, you can see the mounts. Hopefully you can see that on camera. I must say that's rather nice. And they got enamel on. and there'll be bronze. Some of these you also get can be gold plated as well, but I just went for the plainer version, and I must say that's rather nice indeed. And I think at some point when I win the lottery I will look to buy an English made one as well, rather than one made in Poland. And of course it won't be in tune, because if I remember it's a G string. I think it's a G, B, D, E, and C and F, but I may be forgetting. So it does need to be tuned up. And you got the back of it, which is the tuning forks. And I'll probably need to make a little tool for that, because these are quite narrow and it takes a lot of strength for your fingers to tighten them up. Because I've actually watched a few videos on how to play this, because I thought it was quite important. So yeah, I think the craftsmanship in that is great. Of course it's hollow. This is the hollow section here, and the hollow section carries on. Now I chose not to have a hole in the middle. Some people do, but that's more of a modern interpretation. We don't think that they had a hole. And like I said, this is a Germanic and Anglo-Saxon harpa. And I'm sure you agree that is a splendid and wonderful item. Because I need to learn how to play this a little bit before I start making videos with it, because I'm thinking to myself, if I could learn the ability to learn a few songs I like to sing, whether they're more sea shanties, because we don't really know much about Viking and Anglo-Saxon music, I think that would be quite wonderful. And there you go. What do you think? Oh, it's got a hair with it. Oh, how lucky. Not one of mine either. Hey! Whoever made this has long hair. They're a true Viking. Very nice. I love the shade of it as well. This is made from a maple, I believe. It's got a joint up here, so it's jointed to a certain degree. Because if I wanted a really good one, you have to spend about £1,000 to £2,000 for a really top quality museum piece. But I couldn't really afford that budget. And at some point I'll get some tablet weave and I'll fasten that on the back so that I can fasten it around my hand. You can play it horizontally like this, or you can play it vertically. And of course you can put your fingers on the strings to dull the string so you get different chords. And we'll look to make a more in-depth video about the harp of the Anglo-Saxons. So there you go. That is what I brought for our 5,000 celebration. And I think if I can learn to make some music out of it, I can record music for our videos, and that will be quite cool. And I must say, I do love those mounts, and I hope the camera is giving them justice. I will take photographs. So there you go. Now this Anglo-Saxon copy of the Sutton Hoo Lyre was made by chance of yore. And I'd like to wish and say thank you very much to Patrick for making this lovely Anglo-Saxon copy of a Sutton Hoo Lyre for me. What great and wonderful craftsmanship you have, and you should be very proud of your work. So if you ever want to buy a superb and splendid lyre, and he has quite a few on his Etsy site, I urge you to go and check him out at Chance of Law. If you're new to the channel and if you like this video, then I urge you to give it a like and also share it, for this has been a very long video indeed. And from one Viking to another, I bid you farewell. Very excited to get this. Got a lovely grain on the back, I must say. That's splendid, that is. And up here, that's nice as well. All this. It's quite light. I thought it would be a bit heavier as well. So the video is going on because I'm so excited about it. And I've already telegraphed in the video, which is a no-no on YouTube. But, oh yeah. This is just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Goodbye. Farewell. And I'll see you in the next video.
Welcome to Northworthy Sagas and Stories. Please watch our videos and feel free to leave a comment. Please subscribe and also click on the notification bell. Thank you for watching.